In today's video, we'll be diving into some of the biggest questions you guys have regarding Grand Theft Auto 6. Will the North Point Mall return in GTA 6? We'll also talk about Jason and Lucia's new partner system, details about returning characters to the franchise, Jason's actor, multiple endings, GTA 7, weapon details, GTA 6 Online, and more. A few days ago, I asked you to leave your questions about GTA 6 on the community post and in the Discord server, so today we'll be discussing them and I'll try to provide educated responses to as many of them as possible. Before we get into it, a friendly reminder, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button, leave a like on the video. Your support is greatly appreciated. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Seriously, I want to thank each and every one of you for the support. It truly means a lot. Every comment, every like, every subscription is deeply appreciated. Also, a huge thank you to all the members for being awesome. Thank you for your continued support. Relamore, Nick Augenbau, and Mike the Nerd. You guys are legends. This is something completely optional and you don't have to be a member, but if you would like to further support the channel, we'd be greatly appreciated. But let's get into it. The first question comes from Jason Uchiha 349. So he's asking, if we play as Jason in GTA 6 and sit in the passenger seat, will Lucia drive us to any location on the map? That's a great question. Firstly, let's look at everything we know so far. From the leaks, we know that there will be an option to enter in the passenger seat. In a video with Lucia entering in a vehicle, she enters only in the passenger seat, implying this is an option. Also in the video with her in the same car pointing her gun behind her, you can see her in the passenger seat. We also know that writing songs / writing pillion can also be found in the leaks. The pillion is a term for the rear passenger seat for women. Moreover, we learned that GTA 6 will feature a fully developed partner system. Your partner will help you in robberies and will follow you around. In the clip with the diner robbery, Lucia can tell Jason what to do. There are options such as check in with Jason or hold for more options. So your partner will likely be able to drive you around the map as well. It isn't far-fetched at all. Maybe it'll work like the cinematic camera from RDR 2. You can choose whether you want or don't want to drive to a waypoint. We can speculate, but it looks likely. Moving on to the next question from Quario Pazdev Harji Kreutz. I apologize if I butchered your name. Do you think North Point Mall should come back? For those who don't know, the North Point Mall is a shopping mall featured in GTA Vice City and Vice City Stories. It appears to be based on the Aventura Mall in Aventura, Florida. Of course, the mall looks much different now than it looked back in the 80s. It features many luxury clothing stores, department stores, dining locations, a farmer's market, etc. The North Point Mall is easily one of the most iconic locations in the series, and in my opinion, it needs to return in GTA 6 with a new modern look. In previous videos, we discussed one new mall that was discovered in the trailer called the Evergreen Mall. This sign shows us some of the stores and brands in the mall, so if the North Point Mall returns, hopefully it'll be fully accessible and it could feature some of these brands. The next question comes from Mike the Nerd. Thank you for being a member, Mike. Ever since you made the video about Luis Lopez potentially returning, do you think that he'll reference events from GTA The Ballad of Gay Tony? And do you think that Lucia will have the same last name as him if she ends up being related to him? You can go and check out my video about the actors coming to Grand Theft Auto 6 where I touch on Luis Lopez potentially returning for more details, but we know that Luis is of Dominican descent, same as Lucia. He was raised on Frankfort Avenue of Northwood in Algonquin, Liberty City. His mother is Adriana Lopez, his older brother Ernesto Lopez, and he also has a younger sister, Letta Lopez Wilkinson. His father was a US Marine who abandoned them while they were young. Firstly, in my opinion, Luis Lopez would be the perfect character to return in GTA 6. It would make sense for him to be the owner of a nightclub or just come to visit. I wouldn't expect him to play a prominent role as it's a new story, but if he does appear, he'll likely have some interaction with Jason and Lucia. He may reminisce about past events and subtly reference them. It also depends on whether he appears with Tony or alone. This is entirely speculation territory here. I'm not sure about the idea of him being related to Lucia, but it's definitely possible. Regardless, I'm looking forward to it and I hope he's in the game. The next question is coming from AAAA-JO1UX. Do you think the guy who played Master Chief in the new Halo TV show can be playing Jason? I mentioned Pablo Schreiber in my latest Jason video. He has a role in GTA 4 and he does sort of resemble Jason, but with him being a semi-popular actor and his involvement in the Halo series, I still stand by Drew Merline being the most likely candidate, but we'll see. The next question comes from Nick Augenbau. Thank you for being a member, Nick. Do you think there will be multiple endings like A, Jason betrays Lucia, B, Lucia betrays Jason, C, they stay together? I think it's possible Rockstar may go that route, but would I like to see it? That's another question. Probably not. It's all theories at this point, but I would prefer a singular ending as it gives it more weight to the story. It feels more complete that way in my opinion, but it's possible. It could be that depending on your choices during the story, you get a different ending to the game, which would also be great. The next question comes from Dilius BR. Will we be able to switch between Lucia and Jason at any time? Yes. It can be seen in the leaks that it'll work similarly to GTA 5, likely even faster. later. The next question comes from Esteban1742. Do you think we'll only be able to carry 4 weapons like RDR2? Great question. In the leaks, 3 versions of the weapon wheel can be seen. The one in the center is the latest version Rockstar was working on, and it features a limited amount of weapons similar to the one on the right side. The one on the left side features more weapon slots in comparison, and it also has 3 sections, one for weapons, one for equipment, and one for gear. Of course, everything from the leaks is subject to change, but if Rockstar sticks with the latest version, then it is likely we'll have 1 slot for pistol, 1 slot for unarmed, 1 slot for a melee weapon, 1 slot for a miscellaneous item such as a flashlight, 1 slot for long weapons such as assault rifles, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, and another slot for maybe another weapon class, maybe another item, but it does look like it'll be somewhere in the middle between Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5. The next question is coming from Sonic Boom. Do you think that you have to fill cars with gas after some time in GTA 6? We have no evidence to support it, but I did make a video on realism in GTA 6. I did talk about this topic, but in my opinion, it won't be in the game. Even though Rockstar is grounding the franchise with this entry, I don't expect them to go that far, as it could have a negative effect on the gameplay loop, but it depends on how it is implemented. The next question comes from William Allen. Do you think the Xbox Series S will handle the game? Yes, I think it will, since Rockstar is developing the game for the Series S as well. They won't release it if it doesn't run well. It'll have some drawbacks, but I expect it to run fine. I recommend watching my Digital Foundry breakdown video where I also touch on the 30 FPS target. Also, I've made videos about the space and timeline expectations, so you can check them out for more information. We have a question from Ability444. When do you think GTA 6 Online will release after launch of GTA 6? We know it won't be at release. It definitely won't be at release. Rockstar will want us to experience the story they've been working on first, as they are still primarily a storytelling games publisher. If I had to guess, I'd say a 6 to 12 month gap. We have a few questions from Ungodly Beast 8436. What do you think Rockstar will do with GTA 7 since they have revisited every place from the 3D universe, the latest being Vice City? Another question is, do you think Rockstar should make a game set during the golden age of piracy in the 1700s? Because I recently played Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and it reminded me of RDR2 because of how depressing it is. And lastly, Max Payne 4 or Table Tennis 2? Firstly, I expect GTA 7 to be a reboot with an entirely new location. It's still far away and management will likely be different by then, so it will be interesting. Regarding the second question, I welcome any game from Rockstar. Honestly, I see the resemblance with RDR2, and I will take a new Max Payne any day. Rest in peace, James McCaffrey. The next question is from user VB1BS8LE3G. First thing you will do in GTA 6? For now, I plan on playing through the game the way it's meant to be experienced. Rockstar is an expert in introducing the player to the world and the mechanics, but we'll see. Let me know what you guys will do in the comments. We have a question from Gordon_Slasher3147. Which software do you use to edit your videos? Because I'm totally obsessed with the type of content that you make and the edits are insane. Firstly, thank you so much. Secondly, I use Premiere Pro. The next question comes from Sananu Talkbay808. What is your real name? By the way, loving the content. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Take a guess. A question from Thomas Collins 7539. My question is, are you going to play GTA 6 when it comes out? And also, how long have you been a YouTuber? Firstly, yes, I will play GTA 6 when it comes out, of course. I will be live streaming it, making videos on it, etc. here on the channel, so I'm looking forward to that. Secondly, I uploaded my first video around 7 years ago, but ever since the creation of the channel, I've been on YouTube even long before that. And yeah, I'm not answering that. Use your imagination. Moving on to the questions from the Discord server. Is Jason played by the guy who plays Master Chief in the Halo TV show from The Last Shinobi? I already answered that. A question from Armin. Do you think that GTA 6 will be the last GTA and that Rockstar will keep the game alive with extensions forever? It's Rockstar's most profitable IP, so it definitely won't be the last one, and I expect the game to be around for a very long time. Maybe not forever, but for as long as they can, which by the looks of things they want to make as long as possible, especially with development cycles becoming so long. A question from Parth Sarthi. Do you plan to cover other hyped games? What's the future of gaming as a whole? Do you think VR is the future as devices like Apple Pro are taking over the world? I'm only focused on GTA 6 as that's what interests me. That's what I'm looking forward to. There are no other games that excite me. In regards to the VR question, I don't want to dig deep too much, but there's a long way until VR becomes a main way of experiencing games. For now, it's nothing more than a trend. A question from Dago. Which country are you from? Only question I have. I won't be disclosing that, but EU. Will this channel ever do Let's Plays or live gameplay, or do you plan to stick to news for now? When GTA 6 comes out, hopefully we'll be doing everything here on the channel. Videos, live streams, walkthroughs, so yeah, you can look forward to that. Plus, I make videos on everything related to GTA 6, not only news. But yeah, you can expect everything. Hopefully when GTA 6 Online comes out, we can play together. If you guys have any other questions, leave them down in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more GTA 6 videos. Join the Discord server from the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.